Well, the other day I talked about the offense. Talked about how, who's the blame. I wanted to talk about the defense and how they are establishing themselves as an elite unit and could possibly lead the Cowboys to championship worthy football. And I know many might think I'm crazy for saying that, but I'm going to go through all my reasons in this video. Before I get into that, if you guys could do me a solid favor and like the video, it doesn't take too long to do. Also, with that, subscribe if you haven't done so already. A lot of people that are watching this, over 85% of you guys, are not subscribed, so that number's slowly coming down. So if you guys can subscribe, that'd be greatly appreciated. And yeah, I mean, you go look at this Cowboys defense, and it's just nothing but awesome stuff. Yeah, you'll have the occasional hiccup here and there, like on Thanksgiving and stuff like that. But really, the Cowboys defense has been playing as a top 15 unit for a good chunk of the year. And they now have playmakers at every single level, which has resulted in why the Cowboys are the team they are. Okay? 9-4 football club with a top 15, you can argue top 10, playing like a top 5 defense, and an offense that has the potential to be top level, but they just haven't been up to par. So the way I look at it, Dallas offensively can get out of this funk, and I think they will. And if the Cowboys defense, as it's getting healthy at the right time, pushes through, Dallas could be the favorite this year. And I don't think that that's something to be a homer about. I think if you are looking at it as objective as possible, really, they have done very well, and they have a lot of talent. So to kind of go over this entire Cowboys defense, to start off, the reason why Dallas has been playing so well defensively is Dan Quinn. Dan Quinn has done a masterful job with the players that he has been given, and that's the second part to this, but we'll talk about Dan Quinn first. He's been able to use all these combinations and knows when to put the pressure when it needs to be applied. Yeah, if you blitz, it's not always going to work, but the main thing is that he is not afraid to send pressure. He is not afraid to just go all out and try to keep quarterbacks on edge. The most recent example of this was against Washington. You can see it clear as day. If he smells blood in the water, he's going to go for it and go all out. And that I like. And so you kind of go to the flip side of things and you look at the players. The Cowboys bringing in Malik Hooker, Jaron Kearse, who I think the Cowboys need to re-sign, and he's proven me wrong at every step. And that's because I thought he was going to be a camp body, knowing how the Cowboys usually are. Anthony Brown's been playing a lot better. Trevon Diggs, you look at that rise to superstardom as a cornerback, getting nearly 10 interceptions in a season. That's just crazy to me. Okay? And, again, not every player is perfect, but you have those guys. So you're having, as the moral of the story, you're having existing players with this team producing, and you're having guys that you needed to come in exceeding expectations and making key plays when necessary. And that has been a big focal point for Dallas' success. Micah Parsons, hands down, one of the best defensive picks in Cowboys history if things continue to keep going. I know it's 1 year, but he's been showing he's just a whole different type of player. A lot of people want to compare him to Lawrence Taylor. To me, Micah Parsons is a completely different type of guy, to where he's going to end up making his own mold. And if things continue, he's going to possibly be a Hall of Famer down the road. And for him, it's not even just his play, but his tenacity, his mentality, him not being afraid to step up and always accepting another challenge is something we needed. And you could see that the Cowboys culture is shifting to a team that is not afraid to play hard. Run, hit, talk shit. That, I think, is the motto for this Cowboys defense. And that is something that needs to be built upon. The defensive line has been, bar none, one of the better units in the NFL thus far. And especially with them coming back fully healthy, it's hard to see another unit really been performing better. And yeah, they play crappy teams. That's not fair. Listen, you can go back and you can look at how this Cowboys defense has fared. Dallas's defense is only, they've given up 22.1 points a game. But when you think about that and you look at it compared to other teams, the Dallas Cowboys, if I'm looking at this, let me see. If you look at it, they're able to win football games situationally. Sure, some of those numbers are inflated, because when you think about it, you've had, 3 games now, I think? Yeah, 3 games where a team has scored 30 points or more on you. And, a lot of those came down to 2 of them, more notably, came down to the wire. So, that's really good. It's not like last year where we only had 1 game in that first set of 5 games with Dak Prescott at the helm, where you only allowed 20 points. So for me, this is a massive improvement. That's great. So I think that when you kind of circled this thing back around with having secondary play with your guys that are already here and bringing guys in, your linebackers playing better, your front 4 playing better, the pass rush, unbelievable. It's a recipe for an all-round unit that can carry you to a championship. And that is not something crazy to say, ladies and gentlemen. It is not something crazy to say. Listen, the Dallas Cowboys defense is on a level to where if their offense just does the bare minimum, they can win you games. Now, I understand that's not going to help you all the time, but I think what's important, and I said this at the beginning of the year, the Dallas Cowboys winning ugly games is very, very important. There are going to be games where your offense struggles, and it's up to your defense to step up when it matters, and the Cowboys defense has been doing that. And that, I think, is something that we need to look at and give praise for. I get it. We're frustrated that we lost games that we should have won. And really, if you think about it, we should be the number 1 seed in the NFC right now. But here's my thing, and this is what I want you guys to take away with this video. We might be 9-4. We might have missed opportunities to jump up when we could have. But let me tell you, it is emphatically important that this Cowboys defense starts playing its best football this month going into January football and possible February football. Because if this Cowboys defense starts turning it up, which when you think about it, they've only let up 17 points to 20 points in this previous game. And no, not even 20 points because the offense had a pick 6. 13 points. If I did my math correctly, I could be wrong. But I'm more concerned to getting to the point. The Cowboys defense is playing at a high level. They shut down the Saints. They gave up a garbage time touchdown, so really they held them in check to 10 points. You look at the most recent game. You have the Giants. You have Washington again. You have Arizona. If Dallas's defense continues to play like this, going into the playoffs, there is a legitimate thing to say that, look, this is, number one, this is the time you're supposed to be playing the best football. I understand, and this is not about the offense, but I understand the offense has been playing the best of football, but they have been playing enough football to put us in position to win, and the defense closes it out. You know another team that won the Super Bowl that had that exact same type of situation? The 2015 Denver Broncos. You can go back and look at that, and you can even argue the 2013 Seattle Seahawks. But more importantly, That Broncos team, that Broncos defense was so damn good, or rather, they were playing good football like the whole year, but more importantly, good enough football towards the tail end of the year into the playoffs to where they were able to make a Super Bowl run. You could look at Tampa Bay last year, albeit they played better offensive football than the 2015 Broncos, but that defense showed up when it mattered. The offense did just what it had to do to get you over the top. That is all we need. If Dallas's offense gets back into a groove, or even not even, if they're even 50% of what they were in that run to start the year off, they will be one of the teams that you can argue is the favorite. And I think that that is fair. There is not a team in the NFC or the AFC that really sticks out to me and says they are going to win the Super Bowl. You can maybe say the Patriots because of the way they've been playing football. You can say the Buccaneers because they got Tom Brady, the way they've been playing football. You can say the Packers, but I have not heard a single person say for once so-and-so team will win the Super Bowl. Like last year, a lot of people were thinking the Chiefs were going to repeat. A lot of people before that, the Chiefs, you kind of had a general situation of what's going to happen. This year, no one knows. It's the 2014 season all over again. No one knows what's going to happen. And I think what's important here is that Dallas is a game behind the number 1 seed in the NFC. The number 1 seed is still up for grabs, ladies and gentlemen. So let me end it here. This Cowboys defense can get the job done. The matter of fact that we had to take a look at is, can they continue this level of play? If they can continue this level of play, continue to put their pedal to the metal, this team has the chance, not saying they will, but has the chance to go far. And I'll leave you with that, everybody. Thank you guys so much for watching. Once again, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, do all of that, and go check out the previous video that you might have missed out on. And I'll check you guys out later. Have a good one, guys. Bye-bye.